All right, so welcome back to another video. Now today's topic is very important. Today we are going to understand that not only the population of Dubai, which is ever increasing, which I have kept on speaking about in my previous videos, but again, in Dubai, it is not just the residents who are coming inside the city to live for a long term, but there is a huge demand for the tourist influx, and the tourists who are coming inside the city, they are also looking for the place. So basically today's video is going to be focused on whatever the waterfront investments and whatever the properties that I have actually already have delivered in my previous videos, those investment proposition, why those works. I will give you a complete factual data. So in this video, you will expect how many tourists from 2021 till 2024, how many tourists Dubai has seen already. What is the shortage of housing and the shortage of the hotel keys inside the city, and how can we maximize through investment into the right areas where there is a very shortage of supply, and those are the areas majorly focused by the tourists, and tourists are always looking for those kinds of attraction. Also, we will understand the minimum spending of those kinds of tourists, how long do they stay whenever they come inside the city, what is the age category of those people who are coming inside the city, and what kind of areas they are choosing right now. Now at the end of this video, you will have a complete knowledge of what kind of areas you should target for the future in the off-plan investment, which can make you very good high return on investments. So this is the report that I made. So I will explain one by one so that you will have a complete clarity through the numbers. So let's go over from the data of 2021 till 2024, how many tourists Dubai has already experienced. So as you may know, the total supply of Dubai is total 832 hotels already active and up and running. Now after going through this data, you will also have some kind of an idea of Abu Dhabi market and the Marjan Island where the new Wind Casino is coming up. So in 2021, there were estimated to be 132,000 hotel keys available, and the tourist influx which came inside the city was 7.28 million tourists. The guest nights were 48 million, and the tourist night was around 26 million. The average stay was around 3.6, and the occupancy rate in 2021 was 54% on average. Now in 2022, we have seen some kind of a significant jump, like almost 50% jump into the tourist influx coming inside the city. 145,000 was the hotel keys in 2022. Then in 14.36 million tourists visited the city, and 52 million guest nights they have experienced. And there was 54 million tourist night estimated to be by a report published by Dubai Tourism Authority, and the average stay have increased to 3.8 days on an average, and the occupancy rate jumps to 103% in 2022. Now in 2023, the hotel room keys also increased to 150,000, but compared to the tourist influx, it was not enough. So the tourists, as you may see, like in 2021 we have experienced 7.28 million, and in 2022 we have experienced 14.36 million tourists, and then in 2023 this number jumped to 17 million tourists coming inside the city. Now there is a big demand, and Dubai is an ever increasing economy, and they are coming up with new and mega infrastructure inside the city, and it is becoming more livable as well, and it is becoming more kind of a recreational activities that people enjoy. They love to visit this city, and they want to roam around and have experiences such as Global Village, such as Burj Khalifa, the Fountain Show. Dubai Mall was the most visited place on the earth last year. So in 2023, we have experienced 54 million guest nights, and then 65 million tourist nights, and the average stayed around 3.8, and this number jumped to 120% compared to 2022. Now in 2024, this data will give you some kind of a clarity for those kinds of investment propositions that I keep on posting about, because today is the time. After a few years time, those opportunities will be lost, and the people who will be looking for investment proposition, they will be discussing that they have missed an opportunity, such as like MR Beachfront, Palm Jumeirah, Dubai Harbor. A lot of opportunities came and goes inside this market, and the smart investor who knows this data, who have this access, they executed, and now they are in line to creating a generational wealth inside the city through real estate investments. Now in 2024, this number I want you to have complete focus on. In 2024, we have experienced 18.72 million tourists, and there was guest nights 56 million, and the tourist night was 67 million. Now the guest nights and the tourist nights, you have to really understand this data, that guest nights was basically registered by the hotels, how many people came to the hotels. This data basically came out of that. And the people who couldn't be able to get the hotel booking, because in the 6 months season's time, it is very hard to find an affordable hotel inside the city. So they move towards the residential properties available on the Airbnb, or there are many factors like people want to live nearby to whatever the major attraction they want to experience when they're coming inside the city. They want to live nearby to those kinds of properties, and they have options available such as in downtown, JBR, Dubai Marina. Now the difference of 56 million guest nights and 67 million tourist nights, average stay was 3.6 and 119% increase we have seen compared to 2023. Now, this is another projection as per looking at the data and by the government, like what they are planning for in the future, what they are expecting for in the future until 2027. So right now, the hotel room keys are 154,000. Projected more hotel keys to be coming in, hitting to the market in the next 3 years' time will be 162,000 hotel keys by 2027, which is just a projection. And as looking at the data of tourists and as looking at the data of the population which is increasing in Dubai, this number is fluctuating at a very significant rate, and tourism is also increasing in Dubai, because Dubai is not about oil anymore. It is all about the global trade. It is all about the tourism industry which is ongoing inside the city. Now by 2027, from 18.72 million to 2027, we have a forecast of 22 million tourists per year, and by 2040, as per the plans of the mega infrastructure of Al Maktoum Airport, which has the capacity to handle 260 million tourists or passengers coming inside the city. That airport is basically the planning as per the data of the past, and it is ever increasing year on year. Now, what is the point of looking at this data? We'll go over this presentation one by one, and you will understand what I'm trying to explain here. Now, the tourist rental capacity in prime zones such as downtown, Marina and JBR. So basically, one by one, if we downsize each and every kind of a tourist which is coming inside the city, we have our luxury traveler, we have your mid to upper segment traveler, and we have our group vacationers, which come in the group of 2-3 people, friends coming inside the city. Just wanted to understand, just wanted to some people are coming for jobs, some people are coming just to have fun inside the city because of the beautiful ecosystem the city, the government have already created. This is basically to give you an idea, like the high net worth individuals who are coming as a luxury traveler, their average stay is basically 3 to 5 nights. The mid to upper segment people who are coming as a tourist inside the city, their average stay is around 4 to 7 nights, and the group vacationers are basically when they come in a flock of 3 people to 5 people, and their average stay is around 5 to 8 nights. Now, their basic major attraction whenever a tourist, a kind of a luxury traveler who is coming inside the city, they're basically moving more towards downtown and Palm because of their ultra luxury developments. Although they go towards Business Bay side, as well, but this is basically a data of an average. The most of the people who are coming as a luxury traveler, they are more focusing on downtown and Palm. And the people from mid to upper segment with the capacity to spend some around 2,500 or 1,500 2,500, they basically choose mostly Marina and JBR side because of the beach attraction, the clubs, and the beautiful atmosphere and the lifestyle that Dubai Marina and JBR have. Now, group vacationer, basically they mostly go towards JBR and Business Bay. Now, why? Because in Business Bay, there's a lot of hotels, all kinds of hotels with, luxury hotels as well. So most of the hotels are, around mid to upper segments, which are more affordable for lots of those kinds of people who are coming in groups. And JBR, why? Because of the major attraction of the beach, the water sports, clubs, and a lot of activities, the shopping, the malls, and everything is accessible there. So it's a very well developed area. Now, I want you to focus on one thing. Basically, the average spend of all kinds of those categories of the people who are coming as a tourist inside the city, especially the luxury traveler, are willing to spend for basically an accommodation. They're willing to spend 2,500 to 5,000 dirhams a night in the prime zones. So basically their total stay budget is somewhere around, they're willing to spend during their stay around 12,000 to 25,000 dirhams. Mid to upper segment is basically 800 to 1500 dirhams, and their basic total budget when they're coming as a tourist for 3 to 5 days, they're willing to spend around 4,500 dirhams to 10,500 dirhams in the whole period of time when they're staying inside the city. Now, the group vacationers, they're coming in a flock, so they're sharing most of the expenses with each other, the accommodation and everything. So their basic spending for the hotel stay is around 1,200 to 2,200 dirhams a night, and 6,000 to 16,000 basically in their total expense. They are coming up with the budget like this. Now, this data is basically by the Dubai Tourism Authority, so it's basically on the internet, accessible for everyone. I've just created a presentation out of it so that I can give you a complete understanding of the new off-plan investment which are coming inside the market. Those are also preparing us for the next coming future of the huge influx of tourists that we will experience in the coming few years' time. Now, the average one bedroom daily rent in downtown Dubai Marina and JBR, have a look at this in the occupancy rate. So you will have a clear idea what you should expect when you're choosing any kind of a waterfront investment or any kind of an investment which is under the very close proximity to all those prime zones of Dubai, which usually back then in 2011, like Palm was not considered as the prime zone. Downtown was under construction all the time. So those were not considered as the prime zones, but the tourist influx was not there and the population was also very low at that time. But now things have completely changed. Those areas which I'm talking about have already become the prime locations of Dubai. Now, the downtown Dubai is basically, the daily rent is going for 1,000 to 1,900 dirhams for all kinds of properties which are available. I'm not talking about the address sky views, the ultra luxury developments, but this is basically an average rate for one bedroom, a standard rate for daily rent. And then for the two bedroom, it's going for 1,800 to 3,200 with the occupancy rate reaching 85 to 90% in the season's time. And in Dubai Marina, for the same rental goes a little lower from 800 to 1,500 dirhams a night, because in Dubai Marina there is all kinds of variety of developments there. Some buildings you will find shared spaces as well, and some buildings it's not as to the standards of those kinds of luxury travelers. So there you will find 800 dirham per day daily rent of property in Dubai Marina as well. And in JBR, which is basically very old, anyone who have bought in JBR back then and they kept those property with them, they must be making more than 15 to 17% returns in today's market. Now, 900 to 1,600 is an average daily rent for one bedroom in JBR, Jumeirah Beach Residences. Two bedroom in Dubai Marina is going for 1,500 to 2,800 dirhams a night for two bedroom, and 1,700 to 3,000 dirham in JBR for a two bedroom. Have a look at this in JBR, which is basically beach residences, like you will find very close proximity to the beach, the mall, and all kinds of activities, the clubs and everything. Their occupancy rate is 88 to 93%, and the 2-bedroom rents are reaching more than downtown and Dubai Marina, 1700 to 3000 dirham. Now you have to understand why the big developers, the most premium developers of Dubai, are building communities on the waterfront at the price per square feet of minimum 3000 it has reached up till now. And before that, when they started with the master plan, the price per square feet were varying around like 2000 to 2200 dirhams. Now Emaar have already reached to somewhere around 3500 dirham price per square feet, and Beyond have launched their own community on this location of Maritime City, and they are selling close to 3500 PSF with a 50-50 payment plan. Now these big developers, when they're building a community on those waterfront locations, and which are very close to all kinds of prime zones of Dubai, we are 100% sure what's going to happen here. Both of these developers are building such a unique community on this waterfront prime location of Dubai. Also, there's a lot happening in Dubai Islands as well, but again, if I'm in your place and I'm looking for a best investment proposition and I want my property to have the broader audience, I would go for any location which is as close to the prime locations of Dubai. And this is basically the J1, the Jumeirah 1 we are talking about. This is a location where if you will be able to invest, and let's imagine right now the average spending of the tourists, and in the next 3 to 4 years time, when this community will be handing over the quality, the services, the amenities, and total supply of tourists, which is not matching the total supply of the housing which will be hitting into the market. And also you should know that the whole seafront is our 2 to 3% of supply compared to the total supply of Dubai. So we are very much in a very safe position if we were to invest something on these kinds of location. And I personally am sure why, because anything which is being built on this belt of Jumeirah 1 is reaching up to more than 8000 to 9000 dirham price per square feet. This also has the same kind of a potential, but again, no one can predict what will be the price on the handover. But again, when we look at the case studies of past, we know a minimum conservative our price per square feet on the handover with this kind of a unique proposition, it will reach up to minimum 5000 or more than that price per square feet. Why I love the Beyond community as well, because it's very unique, the kind of design, the architects that they are choosing, it's very unique to the market, and also the kind of tourists which are coming to Dubai on year basis, and it's increasing every year as well. So after looking at that and after looking at the spending, we are very much in a undervalued phase right now. Now Talia is a very beautiful proposition right now available. After that, there will be 3 more buildings coming up. Vida, Baystar on this location, Emaar have launched fully facing towards the sea. I don't know by the time I will be uploading this video if those investment opportunities will still be available or not. But these are the kind of an investment proposition that you should focus on. I will make more detailed presentations on to what kind of other areas where you can invest under a 2 to 2.5 million dirham mark and you can make these kinds of returns. Those areas are very much under development right now, such as Expo City and Dubai South. But right now, today's focus was just to make you understand the kind of a waterfront investment that you are getting in the market with the right kind of developer, with the right kind of payment plan, are very much undervalued, and it has a 100% chance of making you returns more than 10% year-on-year basis if you're using your property under the holiday home or short-term rental. Also, even if you want to flip those kinds of properties into the market, if you're choosing the right asset, the right floor plan, you will have 100% chance to make good premium out of it. Now, before ending this video, I wanted to thank all of my audience who have trusted me in the past and kept buying from me. And now because of your trust, we have been awarded for the 8th consecutive time in the H1 of 2025 by Emaar, the #1 agency of the whole Dubai. And alhamdulillah, we have been number one with the EMAR for the past 3 years, and we are not stopping anytime soon. And if you have any inquiries regarding Dubai and you want to understand the economy of Dubai, you want to understand what's going to happen in Marjan Island as well, feel free to contact me on my given number. I'm a consultant. I don't charge you any kind of a commission. Our contracts are with the developer, with agency to developer, so we don't charge you any commission. It's a free consultation. My only job is to give you my brutally honest, factual data, opinions, so that you can make the right decision and you will have the beautiful experience while investing in the real estate of Dubai. Thank you for watching. This is Matloob Ahmed Khan signing out.